Hi everybody, I'm Brian McMaster and this is spinal flossing. Let's start out with our spinal flossing exercises. Reach up as high as you can, side bend one time either way, come back to the center, reach up and rotate one time either way, come back to the center, reach up and lean back, come forward and squat. Knees behind the toes, hips back, step to the side, turn your foot in, rotate your body in the opposite direction of your foot point, step back, step, turn your foot out, rotate your body in the opposite direction of your foot point. One of those, either side. Nice and easy, brief, easy to come back to several times throughout the day and interrupt that powder. Okay, so driving in a car is something that very important to keep in a neutral position. There's an often serious repetitive strain that occurs when we're walking, or not when we're walking, when we're driving that we're not even aware of. And that's putting that foot from the gas pedal to the brake pedal. A lot of times it's a pivot. We pivot on that heel, and usually we leave that dominant side leg turned out all day long or all the time that we're driving. And that's an imbalance in the pelvis, imbalance in the stress on the back. A lot of times it reinforces the outer thigh button back working on this side and overstretches inner thigh and hips. So what I often suggest, again, think about bringing the hips back into the seat as far as you can. A little bit of lower back support, rolled up towel if you don't have a lumbar support, or if the lumbar support doesn't hit you in the right area. Feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly inside the ankles. Shoulders back and down, ribs down, head back on the headrest. A lot of times headrests have too much support for the head and brings your head forward. So if you can, I think it's helpful to pull the seat, adjustable seat headrest up, turn it around and put it back down, because usually the back half is flatter, and then it's much easier to bring your head and neck back into a neutral position on top of your shoulders and upper back. And then the most important part when you're driving is, instead of pivoting back and forth and leaving this leg turned out relative to this side, keep your foot straight, have that knee inside the ankle, pick it up and place it on the brake, pick it up and place it on the gas, and go back and forth. When you pick it up, think about initiating from your abs, then your hip, then the inner thigh. Pick up and place. Don't pivot out back and forth and continually use outer thigh button back. So that looks like this when you're looking at it straight on. Don't have your foot pivot back and forth. Have your foot straight, pick it up in place. Pick it up in place. And have the knees slightly inside the ankles, so you're using your inner thighs, navel to the spine, and you work on that connection between inner thigh, hip, and lower abs, shoulders back and down, ribs down, tuck your chin back. Okay, so that's driving, sitting position. I'm Brian McMaster. This is spinal flossing. We'll see you guys tomorrow.